There have been a few advancements with IEMs in the budget space in the last couple of years. Now in the under $50 range, we have IEMs that sound good, are built well, or are just quite comfortable. All qualities that were less common a few years ago. With so many good options lately, how can one IEM stand out from the crowd? Well, maybe by having all three qualities at the same time. Hey, it's Jamie from Side Salad Audio, and today we're looking at the Simgot EW200. It's a $40 single dynamic driver IEM. For full disclosure, this unit was sent over by Simgot for review, but I am free to say what I like and I'm not being paid. So let's get into it. The Simgot EW200 is tuned similar to the Harman Target, although not strictly following the bass tuck of the Harman Target. I think this helps to balance out the sound signature, as some IEMs that attempt to follow the bass tuck can sometimes sound a bit thin or shouty if not properly implemented. This choice seems like a safer option to help balance out the overall signature. Compared to some other options in this price range, the EW200 sounds a little clearer without falling into fatiguing territory. I don't have the same issues with the treble as I had with the Soundnote Zero, Moondrop Chew, or even Simgot's own EW100P that I tried before. I think sound-wise, this is a quite well-rounded option that sounds mostly neutral with a slight V-shaped lean. Perceived effects such as imaging and width are average, but that's not a bad thing, especially considering the price. For most songs that I listened to, they sounded relatively balanced without sounding too muddy or dull. For testing fatigue, I listened to Dreams by Fleetwood Mac, the 2004 master, which I find is a good way to pick out issues with some IEMs. In that track, the female vocals when the volume was turned up high can sound a touch too bright at the top end, but the song is a bit of an outlier. And for most other musics, I had no issues, especially at lower listening volumes. Sound-wise, I do quite like the EW200, and I do think it sounds a little bit better than some of the other popular budget options. But the other thing that makes the EW200 good value is its build and comfort. This is an IEM that sounds good, but also has build quality that seems to surpass its competitors, as its entire shell is made out of metal. It's shiny silver, which does attract some fingerprints, but the feeling of the IEM is sturdy and slightly weighted given its small size. Despite being made of metal, it's not uncomfortable to wear. The IEMs are quite small and sit in my ear very comfortably, with most of the weight close to my ear, so it doesn't feel too heavy. Even some plastic IEMs feel a bit more uncomfortable or unsteady, as they usually are larger and may even carry the weight further out. These are compact, yet they feel sturdy and premium. I also quite like the cable. It's a braided cable with a medium to light weight, but it's not very prone to tangling, but also not too stiff or springy. It comes with 3 sets of ear tips and a simple carrying pouch. Overall, I quite like the EW200, and while it is a little bit more expensive than some of the other popular budget IEMs right now, the combination of sound quality along with the metal build and comfort makes up for it in the end. I think these feel and sound better than their price may imply. As well, they seem to solve every issue they had with the EW100P, which in itself wasn't bad either, just slightly overshadowed by its competition. I think the EW200 is a solid contender and option to choose.